Hello, ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. If you could please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it. I got a very exciting video for you guys today. In today's video, we're going to be going over some brand new upcoming leaked WWE action figures, and I love it, ladies and gentlemen. I told you guys many times before, when we get these leaks, I just get so much more excited than if it was just to be a regular Mattel toy show like Ringside Fest or San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know what it is, but something about it, when it's a leak, I just go crazy for it. Now, you guys let me know down in the comment section below if you are the same or I'm just a weirdo, but I feel like we've been doing we actually did two leaked action figures videos recently. We just did one the other day, and we did one like 3 weeks back, and now we are doing another one, so you gotta love it. The leaked action figures are back in full effect. You know, it happens, you know, like 2-3 times a year where there's just this time frame where a few days we get a bunch of leaks, and that is currently the time, so that is always really, really good. But I am very, very excited for some of the figures we are going to be talking about today. As of this time, we do not know which attires they are going to be in, so we're going to have to wait to see the official images of them. However, we do know what series they are going to be a part of, and right off the bat, I do have to tell you guys that they are part of Basic Series 119, Basic Series 120, and the next series for Championship Showdown Battle Packs. I believe it's Series 3 or Series 4. Series 4, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure it's Series 4, but I know straight up you guys are going to be like, oh, Basics, really? But guys, I promise you, you are not going to want to miss this video because there are actually some really, really good people that are a part of these basic waves. I know we all like the elites more, but sometimes we can't always get what we want first. Eventually, we are obviously going to get elites of these people that I'm excited for. Maybe you guys aren't excited for. That's what the comment section is for. But as of right now, they are going to be basics. Like I said, I'm sure we're going to get elites of them eventually. We're just going to have to be a little bit more patient, but I don't want to waste any more time. I just want to get straight into this video because, like I said, I'm excited. And like I said, guys, we are going to be starting off with Basic Series 119. First up on the list, we are finally getting a Dominik Dijakovic, ladies and gentlemen. And I am honestly surprised that it has taken this long to get a figure of Dominik in the Mattel line. You would have thought that we would have got a figure of him forever ago. You know, and I know we mentioned this before as well. For the NXT people, we like it's probably like 100% of the time. 100% of the time, we always get a basic figure of them first. Then we normally get an elite figure of them right after. That's pretty much how they normally do it. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm just really surprised that it has taken as long as it has to get a figure of him in the Mattel line, whether it be basic or elite. I feel like he's been on the NXT roster for what, like almost maybe 2 years. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it has been a little less. You guys I'm sure will know the exact time frame and let me know down in the comment section below. But maybe he will be the Chase as well. Maybe we will get the regular Dominik and then we will get a Retribution one. I don't know, a Retribution T-Bar. Would you guys like to see that in the line? I'm sure you guys would, but will it happen? We're just going to have to wait and see. But finally, we are getting a Dominik, so I am very, very excited to be getting him. Next up on the list, we are actually getting a Lacey Evans. You know, we already got an Elite Lacey Evans. I believe it was Elite Series 76. Now we are getting a basic version of her, so I'm sure we're going to get an updated face. That's what my hopes are, at least. And of course, an updated attire. You know, her Elite was an NXT attire, so I'm sure this is going to be a main roster attire, but she definitely has some really, really cool attires. Take a shot every time that I said the word attire, but I'm really, really excited to see how this basic turns out. I'm not going to get it because you guys know what I collect and what I don't collect, but it's just going to be really cool to see how it turns out. But Lacey Evans, if you missed out on her Elite, you get another chance in this basic line. Next up, we are getting Triple H. Now, like I said, we don't know which attires they are going to be in, but let's be honest, none of us really want another, wrestling attire Triple H. Is it going to be a flashback? Is it going to be a more current one? Personally, for me, I would like to see a suited Triple H. We were supposed to get a suited Triple H, and I know this was a few years ago now, ladies and gentlemen, probably like 2 or 3 years ago now. We were supposed to get an NXT suited Triple H in the NXT TakeOver Basic line, so maybe they still have that sitting around, and we could get a more updated, obviously it's not going to be the same suit, but maybe we could get a suited Triple H Basic. Please, that's what my hopes are. We got actually 2 suited Triple H's in the past, 2 or 3. I think it's 2. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section below. But I would like another suited Triple H figure, guys. I know I'm not the only one. I just have a thing for the suited figures. I don't know what it is. Again, it's like the leaks. I get excited about them. I know I'm weird. Next up on the list, we have Randy Orton. And now we're getting to the part where we're getting to the less exciting people, especially being part of, the Mattel, whether it be basics or elites. For Series 119, don't worry, 120 gets exciting as well. But Randy Orton, do we really care? Of course not. It's going to be, another shelf warmer. Even if it was a flashback, I don't think people would be really excited about it. So Randy Orton, don't need to spend too much time talking about that. And then again with John Cena, again, what could they really do? Is anyone going to be excited for another basic John Cena? Not really. No one really is going to care. They always got to have, those the top stars, the shelf warmers. That's how it goes with the basic lines. I mean, we're never going to change that. It's always going to be like that. There's always going to be a few in the line that are shelf warmers that no one cares about. Now onto Basic Series 120. I am definitely excited for this series right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into it. First up on the list, Karrion Kross. Yes, he is getting a basic as well. If you guys remember, we saw an elite figure of him not too long ago, a little while back. He is getting an elite figure in Elite Series 85, and now it's confirmed that he is getting a figure in a basic figure in Series 120. So that is really, really cool. Now I don't know the time frame of Elite 85 or Basic Series 120, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what comes out first. Which one is gonna be the package that says first time in line? Are you guys gonna buy them both? Of course, it's gonna be the same thing as his elite, same attire and everything, just of course in basic form. So if you don't want the elite, get the basic. If you don't want the basic, get the elite. You get 2 options with this. It's going to be not a major difference, of course, just elite and basic, but pretty cool that he's getting 2 figures back to back. That's what they normally do, like I said, with the NXT people. But Karrion Kross is getting 2 figures. Next up on the list, this was very, very smart of them to do. We are getting a Scarlett figure, ladies and gentlemen, and ever since we first saw that Karrion elite figure, we were all wondering, when are we going to get a Scarlett, because we need her to go right next to our Karrion Kross, and it appears we are going to be getting her in Basic Series 120. So that is great news. But I am going to complain a little. I know this has nothing to do with the Scarlett figure, but I would just like to bring up, I brought it up in the other day's video where we was it the other day's video? I don't remember. I brought it up in one of the other day's videos. I think it was the other leaked action figure video, that they like putting couples together in series. Now, I know some of you are going to know what I'm going to get at. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but I'm still upset to this day. I will forever be upset. Mattel, you put Mike Kanellis in a basic series without Maria Kanellis. I waited all those years, and you've ruined my life with that. Still upset. We'll never forgive you for that. I don't understand why you didn't do that, or at least put them in a battle pack wave when battle packs were still going on. I know they're going on now, just under a different name, but you could have came out with Maria Kanellis, and I will never forgive you for not coming out with Maria Kanellis, even though she was on the roster. Yeah, Mattel, at least, we all knew she was with WWE forever ago, but when she came back, Mattel was doing it, and they were, on the roster for like 3 years, never got a figure. Mattel, we are done. Never talking to you again. Just kidding, but you should have came out with that Maria Kanellis. But Scarlett figure. I know I got a little bit off topic, but every time I get an opportunity, I'm going to bring that up, ladies and gentlemen. Next up on the list, we are getting Pete Dunne back in the line. We've gotten 2 elite figures of him, and now we are getting a basic version of him. So that is really, really cool. So if you missed out on both of those figures right there, you get a Pete Dunne figure. Like I said, I only do certain basics, so I am going to be passing on this, but it is cool to to see that he is getting a basic figure in the lineup. So again, not a bad choice for the series. A pretty good choice if you ask me. Next up on the list, we are getting an Edge basic. Again, you know, we just got a basic Edge in, what was it, Basic Series 113. But of course, you know, he is back. He returned at the Royal Rumble. Every time something like this happens, Mattel just goes crazy and makes a million figures of the person for a little while, and then they die down, and then, you know, it goes to normal, you know, one every few series, depending on the character, of course. But Edge is going to be back in the line. Is it going to be a flashback? Is it going to be a current? We're going to have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. But another good choice for a series, Edge. You can't go wrong with Edge. And next up on the list, Shawn Michaels, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we recently just got an elite of him in the WrestleMania line, and now we are getting a basic figure of him. Are we finally going to be getting a bald Shawn Michaels? I know a lot of people would be disappointed. Are we if we get a bald Shawn Michaels in a basic and not elite form? I know I would be upset with that. But it's just, you know, there's still many attires that we don't have from Shawn Michaels. Watch, this is going to be the time that, you know, we're all waiting for a Ruthless Aggression Shawn, and we end up getting it in a basic line. Now, I wouldn't put it past Mattel for doing that, but I feel like they wouldn't be. I mean, they are stupid sometimes, but I feel like that would cause a riot. I'm like guaranteed that would cause a riot if that ends up happening. But Shawn Michaels. So honestly, guys, that wasn't a bad wave at all. 120. I'm surprised. Not really any shelf warmers in that line. So I kind of am eating my words now, because I just said, you know, in basic lines, they always go ahead and add the shelf warmers, but in Basic Series 120, they didn't really do it. So bravo, Mattel. Now into the Championship Showdown 2-packs. Just stick around to the last person in this. The three we are first going to talk about aren't going to be too exciting, but there is one on the list that I want to talk about, which is really, really interesting. But first up, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Again, nothing really exciting about the next three, so we're going to kind of speed through them. But Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre is one. Next up, we have Matt Riddle and AJ Styles. Cool that we're getting another Matt Riddle figure at least, but really, I'm not going to buy it. Is anyone really going to buy it? I don't know. Next up, we have John Morrison and Kofi Kingston. Now, this one's kind of cool because we're getting another John Morrison figure, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be his Elite 82 in basic form. I used this picture because I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know, but like I said, not going to spend too much time, but we are going to be talking about this because apparently this is on the list too, but we all know that there are 3 per wave. Obviously, it isn't going to be 4 per wave, but I'm kind of thinking no one really knows as of this time because they are for pre-order on, I believe they said it was a Dutch website. Now, I got this information from the Mattel forums, if you guys are wondering. Apparently, it was on a Dutch website, I believe, or some kind of website like that, and they had a Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero listing for a Championship Showdown 2-pack, but it was with the other 3. Now, it got me thinking, was this originally going to be in the line, but it ended up getting scrapped when they released Kurt Angle? That is a good possibility because, of course, lineups are made, a while in advance, so this could be it. Is Kurt Angle back on a Legends contract where we could get a figure of him? Of course, Eddie Guerrero, he's always going to be on a Legend contract, but as of right now, do we know if Kurt Angle is on a contract? If this does end up being true, I mean, I think everyone would be excited, but of course upset at the same time because, of course, we all want more elites of Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Now, this one right here, this is the only one that is not 100% as of this time, so I don't want you guys to get excited. We're just going to have to wait and see as of right now. But, of course, when updated lineups do come out, of course I'll make a video letting you guys know the official lineups. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta do. That's pretty much all I gotta talk about in today's video. We got some cool upcoming WWE basic action figures coming our way, guys, so I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys are excited too. If you enjoy this video, if you could please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are a new viewer, please subscribe for more. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you guys next time.